Small-scale farmers continue to embrace organic farming, more doubt continues to fill the minds of consumers as to whether the produce has been genuinely produced organically. Now, when purchasing farm produce at your local grocery store or market, do you ask the vendor where they source their food? Does it also bother you whether you are consuming safe, chemical-free food or not? Do you know if your local area has access to organic farms and markets? Now, to ease all this doubt, the Kenya Organic Agricultural Network has unveiled the Kilimo High Organic Trademark of certification, which stands for naturally produced agricultural crops that are produced without chemicals. Now, products labeled with the mark guarantee organic quality. Our reporter Paul Diongo with more.
As more Kenyans continue to embrace a healthy eating culture, these questions can linger in your mind from time to time, and sometimes you may not have the solution due to limited time from your busy day-to-day schedule. Currently, we have more consumers in need of organic produce, but limited access to markets, restaurants, and shops. Martin Njoroge from the Kenya Organic Agricultural Network.
The challenge with Kenya is that we don't have a regulation that protects consumers from anybody purporting to be organic. You can go and call your business organic herbs and spices, but there's nobody who will come and put you accountable and tell you, okay, where are the certifications? Who are these farmers you're sourcing from? What are these additives you're putting in the product? Are they all organic? So we don't have that level of accountability or guarantee. But for the Kilimo High mark, we are anchoring it on the East Africa Organic Product Standards. There's a procedure, there's a whole framework mechanism that makes sure that whatever product is labeled Kilimo High Organic, it's actually been grown in an organic manner, it has been handled in an organic way, and there are no contaminations.
When you eat organic produce, you are eating natural food. You are eating the food the way that God planned food to be grown. So that food is full of essential amino acids, vitamins, and is rich in terms of nutritional value. That's one and most important advantage of organic food, because it has been grown naturally. There's no input, like you are hastening that process by, pumping in. Like, for example, people will put urea so that the crop can grow very fast.
The price of organic food is generally higher than that of conventionally grown food, depending on the product, the season, and the vagaries of supply and demand. So, what benefits do farmers get from the certification?
A lot of farmers are gaining confidence in marketing their products Kilimo High Organic. One of the big challenges you find, especially in Kenya, is that most of the farmers are exploited by middlemen because they don't have places to sell their products. So you find with organic farmers, they are still finding that challenge because not everybody recognizes organic. But when they come and say Kilimo High Organic and they are able to show that they are certified under that, their products get reception because they have a partner, that is the Kenya Organic Agriculture Network, that is open and willing to vouch for them with regard to such a standard.
Compared with conventional agriculture where synthetic fertilizers and pesticides are used, organic farming uses fewer pesticides, reduces soil erosion, decreases nitrate leaching into ground and surface water, and recycles animal waste back into the farm. These benefits are counterbalanced by higher food cost for consumers and generally lower yields.
Organic inputs are also agrochemicals. These are compounds that are used to control a particular pest or disease. So they are still chemicals. But the way these ones are composed, or what the compounds within them, they are naturally occurring. So they also dissipate much faster than synthetic agrochemicals. So you also find that even when you look at the acute effects of using the organic inputs, they are not evident. You don't get aspects of headaches, you don't get chest aches, you don't get those different aspects of it.
Tom Thuondongo, a tea farmer in Limuru, Kiambu County, decided to try organic farming on fruits and vegetables using organic inputs, and he can confess an increase in the health of his crops as well as production by almost double.
Actually apply, we trench, we put it at the, we apply it at the roots and the spray on the leaves, and that we do every week. Every 7 days is what we've been applying this since we planted this passion. And now you can see the results. You can see how big the passions are. And so we are hoping that this passion, we are hoping that we can do about 7 passions per kilo. If we are able to do 7 passions per kilo, I think it will have translated into something. Because of the size. You see the size, and because the sales is kilo. The fruits are sold in kilo. So even the farmer or even the consumer will have a benefit, because the fruit will be a big fruit, and of course it will be, and they become also more nutritious. More nutritious, and it is absolutely organic. It is organic. We don't spray any chemical on them at all. And we also are able to sell the gooseberries to a number of greengrocers in Nairobi. We pack them into sachets, and then we sell them. And they like the gooseberries. You can see the size of the gooseberries, and they are very tasty.
We have got more than 200 farmers who have used our products. More than 70 of them are regularly using. We only had one complaint until now, because the person was a telephone farmer. So you see, if you're not on the farm, it will not grow. In coffee, we had a challenge where the tree started to bend because there was too many fruits on it. So the problem was reversed.
Kilimo High Organic warns that just by physical observation, it is highly unlikely that you can discern whether a product is organic. The best way to do that is look for the Kilimo High mark or ask the vendor who are their main suppliers. Since organic certification relies on traceability to guarantee the authenticity of the produce, vendors have to always know who and where their producers come from. For KTN News, I'm Paul Thiongo.
All right, that story from Paul Thiongo concludes